Hello and welcome to the new playthrough, Path of Radiance Randomized. So, this one won the vote by quite a big margin, 43% of the vote. The girls only run got 26%. I'm not too surprised this one won. I believe it did get second place back when we voted for Conquest, so that's pretty good. I have the nice Ike background here with Soren and Titania and everyone. And I used the Yune randomizer to help get this going. I randomize everyone's classes, obviously, and their bases. Everyone will still be in place. Ike, Boyd, Oscar, Titania will be in the next chapter. But just their classes will be randomized. Boyd here is still a fighter for this map. I guess they don't want him to spawn into like a Lagoose Royal or something to break the game. But yeah, this should be pretty fun. And when I tested this out, I tested this back when I was still doing FE7, reverse recruitment. And the very first thing I got when it worked finally, Wyvern Ike. Yeah, here he is. Lance Unit. Now I did receive a comment during the vote that there's something that happens in this patch that allows you to hit the Black Knight without needing Ragnar, which is good because Wyvern Riders in this game use lances and they promote to get axes. So Ike here does have some different base stats. I did look him up real quick because it was a long time ago I randomized this. But I had to save this one just because it was too good as a Wyvern. Normally, Ike's bases are 19 HP. Here he is 22. 5 strength, so he got a little blessed at 8. 1 magic still. 6 skill, so he's 1 shy of that. 7 speed. His speed is a little shaky, only 3. That might be a problem early on. Luck is normally 6. Here he's only 2. Defense is normally 5. Here he's up to 9, so tanky Ike. No resistance, usually. Here he is 1. And of course, he's way more movement. Well, he has 8 movement. So yeah, Ike, pretty fun to use. I mean, we've had Wyvern Rider Lords before. We had Cormac in FE8. We had Heath in FE7. Valter joined pretty early in FE8. So yeah, having a Wyvern as Lord is something happens to me a lot, so I decided to save this. And even though Boyd isn't transformed yet, so to speak, we can get a sneak preview of Mist. She's a mage, and that should be pretty fun because Mist's usually a healer. She fights with swords, but she doesn't really excel in strength too much. Unfortunately, I can't look at her here, but she doesn't really excel in strength. So her being a mage might actually make her a good combat unit. I'm actually excited to use her. Just wondering who my first staff users are going to be. So here we have Ike with his massive movement. Yep. And yeah, he's doing pretty well. Yeah, obviously, and sometimes there's a glitch that happens with this. I'm just gonna take care of it and probably cut it out from here on out. Yeah, animations in Path of Radiance, most people do have them turned off. As we can see, Ike's skill is working against him, but he is a generic Wyvern like one of Jill's friends. What's gonna happen if I canto, I wonder? There we go. And this is hard mode, by the way, obviously. I mean, Path of Radiance is a really easy game. It's hard mode, random growths, because it's just more fun that way. So yeah, Boyd, not too shabby. Probably would have been easier if I was still an axe user, but it's gonna be fun with Flyer Ike. Thank you, I do need that because my skill is a little bit less than it normally is. Alright, so how does Grail do against us? He does pretty terribly, actually. 1 damage. Yeah, I think I'll go for this. Might not even need the vulnerary. We do have weapon triangle now, actually, so yeah. Wyvern Ike already putting in work. I just am a little bit worried about his speed. But we do have bonus experience in this game. This game's very easy to get people. Pretty much train whoever you want. There are still tier lists of this game and crappy units, but it's not that difficult to train them. It's just give your resources to better units typically. And yeah, Grail goes down pretty easily, yeah. So Wyvern Ike, let's see how he does on his first level. Speed. Okay, I'll take that, actually. More skill and speed, definitely appreciate on him. Yeah, you normally don't see a blue wyvern. Yeah, I have all these files. I'm just gonna save here and probably make some more. Okay, I'm back to chapter 1. I took a little break there, and this is looking pretty promising. So, Boyd, last time he was a fighter, but this time he's actually randomized into a mage. Boyd Leona, Thunder Mage. So Boyd, let me pull up his base stats really quick. Boyd is a fighter, normally level 2. He has 30 HP. This one's a lot more flimsy, no surprise there because, yeah, he's a mage. 7 strength, yeah, way less strength. Normally has no magic. 5 will certainly help him. 4 skill, here he is 2. Being a Thunder Mage, ew. He has 2 more speed than normal. Same luck, 2 less defense, and way more resistance. So Boyd could be good at dragging out like other mages. He has a fighter band. Yeah, normally, duh, he's a fighter. But yeah, if someone does spawn to a warrior, we'll definitely give that to him. I believe Soren will join with the mage band, so maybe we'll put that on board since we really don't know who... Well, we do know Mist is going to be a mage. I guess we'll have to see how they both compare. So yeah, pretty good. He has Wrath, actually. I think I did actually randomize the skills. It was a long time ago since I started this randomizer. Like back... Yeah, like I said, back in FE7, like halfway through that. So he's basically Ileana. Should be pretty fun to use. Okay, so Titania. Pre-promotes spawn into other pre-promotes, so Titania could have been something like a Sage or a Swordmaster or a Wyvern Lord. Having 2 of them would be great, but apparently Lagoos do swap with pre-promotes, so Leth and Mordecai might be Paladins as well, I don't know. But she's a Dragon Lagoos. Yeah. I kind of resonated with the fact that we might be getting Ina, since I don't really know if I have to retreat in the Black Knight fight. Like I said, it might be disabled, that whole Ragnar thing with Black Knight, so we can actually beat him. But we have an Ina anyway, and Titania. Now, I normally don't use Dragon Lagoos. Like with Nasir, I believe I use his Dragon Stone, like right off the bat. I don't remember how long they take to transform. It is pretty slow. They are usually the slowest of the Lagoos. So Titania, normally a level 1 Paladin. She's 1 less HP than normal, 1 more strength. Magic really doesn't matter, but she has 2 more. She normally have 13 skill, 14 speed, so that took a big hit. 11 luck, 11 defense, so she's a bit more tanky. And she normally only has 7 resistance, so yeah, she is really, really tanky. So a slower, bulkier Titania compared to what we're used to. I might have her transform right away. Normally Titania likes to go and get this village. Might have to send Ike to do that. But Ike is at weapon triangle disadvantage with all these axe units. And I was a bit worried when I saw a Cavalier there, and you are a Lance Knight as well. If you... Oscar, I guess you didn't get the memo. So when I randomize this, there's an option to force everyone to randomize, so this event doesn't happen. But I also want my thieves to say the same. So Volk and Soth will still be thieves, hopefully, if I did it right. Just to get through chests or any doors or anything like that. I was worried if it might overlap with the thief thing, so I left it at don't force everyone to randomize, and I guess Oscar didn't get the memo, but he has a javelin at least. Let me take a look at Oscar's base stats. So normally, he has the same HP, 1 more strength, magic doesn't matter, 2 less skill, same speed, which is good, 1 less defense, and 1 more resistance, so kind of mediocre. Well, I mean, he's okay, but since he didn't randomize, I kind of don't want to use him. Okay, so Boyd Leona, more flimsy than usual. Have to keep her protected. Normally Boyd can tank. He's not really defensive, but he has a lot of HP, so he can sponge a lot of hits better than someone like Ike. Speaking of Ike, he's usually good at dodging a few of these axes, but as a lance user, I don't know how he's going to do exactly. Well, he killed that guy at least. Yeah, I guess since we don't normally get like a male Wyvern unpromoted, they just gave me the generic one. Since you're basically a Liana. Yeah, you don't normally see a blue Wyvern since, yeah, Jill is kind of like green and reddish color scheme. Okay, so I'm gonna try and use the Lagoon Stone. I mean, I don't know if this is a good idea. To burn it so soon, but I think it'll be fun. Titania usually can get the village as well. Actually, now that I think about it, if Titania spawned into something like a flyer, high movement, I wonder if she could save this village, because this village, as far as I know, is unsavable. He's just too out of the way for anyone normally. But if she were like a Falcon Knight, that could be a lot of fun. But she's pretty fun as a dragon, too. Yeah, she's going to gain nothing, but I don't care. She's a dragon. Oh, she's going to kill everything, too. Very dragon-filled playthrough we have. And yeah, normally don't use Xena anyway, so I get to use a pink dragon now. I think their untransformed gauge does take a while, too. Yeah, dragons are the slowest. I think cats, at least in Radiant Dawn, cats are the most eccentric, I want to say. They're up and down all the time. Hawks are a little bit more stable, and dragons usually stay shifted for... It's not too much of a worry. Yeah, if she were like a Wyvern Lord, she might have been able to save that, and I don't know if the game would have like glitched out or something. Yeah, so I'm gonna have you kill this Myrmidon. That's one guy I can actually weapon triangle. And I'm gonna have you block off the village. I would like Boyd Liana to do this. I don't want to use Titania all that much because she's just so fun. I mean, she's not really getting much. I mean, I typically do bring her to endgame regardless. Titania's one of the few Jagans I do like training up. I guess I can get to the question for today. Have you ever played a randomizer before? I actually have not. This is my first one, and I'd say it's going pretty good. I mean, we've got some decent... They're not terrible. It could have been worse. Like, if I were a healer, I definitely would have reset the randomizer. I don't even know if that'd be possible, because you couldn't get through the fight. And more speed, definitely appreciate that on you. 3 speed was worrying. But, yeah. 6, okay. Don't think I have a vulnerary on him. He did get the Iron Lance glitch, I think it is, when you... I think when you just select a play the tutorial or something, you get that, Ike normally has 4 iron swords. In, like, the English version when you do that tutorial. I'm gonna keep him here. But this time he got 4 Iron Lances, so not a bad haul. Yeah, I think I'd rather train Boy than Oscar, unfortunately. We'll see how he compares to Mist. Pretty good. I'd rather he go for Oscar than Titania. I do want to get her, to the boss, though. You just didn't fight. Okay, well. Let me see if they can take out this guy. Might have Ike finish him off. I mean, Oscar's being pretty useful. I don't think he has a javelin normally. Nice miss. I'll let Boyd Liana soften him up. With her fighter band. Okay, I doubt that Myrmidon's going to do anything to Ike. Put you in range. Really want to get Titania to this boss before she de-shifts. This could be a good way to, like, nerf her, though. Because, yeah, Titania normally one of the best Jaggans. I guess Seth might be. I mean, it might be debatable who's better, but... she certainly... Yeah, the meter can be kind of a problem. But let's finish off this guy, and I'll start on the boss. I mean, unshifted, she might just not take damage either. The Psyche is going to be so much fun to use. And, I mean, we don't have any sword users. I'll keep it in case we do get a sword user. Maybe someone else. Actually, let's trade around. Should have done that beforehand. Alright, so Titania, you only have 5 left on your meter. Yeah, that'll do it. I think if we finish this in 4 turns, we'll get bonus experience. I haven't counted the turns. But unshifting her would have been a lot slower. How much will she gain from this boss kill? I'm loving pink. Okay, a decent chunk. And no one can really use that. And this Victory is Near theme only plays for the first couple of chapters in the game. I don't know why, because it's a pretty good song, and yeah, it's a shame you don't hear it more. Did I get this village? I know I got that one. I don't think I did. Well, luckily Oscar still has high movement. I think I was too busy protecting it. Yeah, definitely want that. Who should get a robe? I don't know. Maybe Ike. I don't know if Boyd's gonna be here for the long run. But yeah, pretty fun map. Next time we'll be getting Riz as a new unit. Would be great if we had another healer, but I would prefer he spawn to something else. But I will see you for the next one.